creatures came out. I updated it after that expansion pack came out just to like add a legitimate barn. um, this one might be a little glitchy because this is definitely outside of the property line, but I mean, you'll see if you download it. This was like my very first horse riding barn slash executive property, executive acres stable. This was actually really popular when I first put it up on the gallery and shared it. Um, but I mean, I'm sure there's been quite a few more executive stables that have come up since with all the new expansion packs and stuff like that. Um, this one was a lot of fun. I personally love horses, and I struggled with the fact that The Sims never got on board with having horses um, in the game in like Sims 4. I think they released horses for like Sims 3 or something like that, but and I'm sure there's mods that you can get stuff like that, but I honestly haven't dabbled in the realm of Sims mods. So, so yeah, so I made a makeshift horse trailer out of a few debug objects, and I ended up using because there's really nothing that looks that good as far as pretend horses are concerned in The Sims. So I ended up taking toys and like blowing them up so it looks like the horses are actually in there. Um, use some rocks to make manure. It's great. Lots of chickens again since I updated it after the what expansion pack was that called? I think it was the farming expansion pack or something like that. But yeah, so this place is teeming with chickens. Um, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. This one took me a little while, but I was really, really happy with how it turned out. Like, put a muck pile in the back. There's just so many different like finer details that I threw into this one because I was very, very into it when I actually committed to making it. So, all right, so first floor. So yeah, you walk in. Again, it's big, it's open. Darker tones compared to the other one. So like your browns, your blacks, the little like subtle gold, and really, really big kitchen, of course, and a little Roomba. I was so excited when those came out. I think I've used it in one house. This house. This is the only house I've used the Roomba in, and I don't even know if I've actually seen it operating because I have my maps. I have it opted that like the game can just move Sims in randomly into homes and stuff like that. So I've had a few randoms come and live in my houses, and it's fine. But I haven't actually seen the Roomba in action. So this is like your sort of lounging living room area, complete with office that kind of overlooks the barn and the arena a bit. And then front, sort of living room, sitting area, subtle bookcase that actually leads to the half bath. So, I had fun with like layering windows and stuff like that too. Um, I probably use way too many windows. To be perfectly honest, it's something that I've always done in the game. Layering windows is so much fun and it sparks joy for me. But I recognize the fact that it might be too much sometimes, but sometimes it also like turns out nice, has like an artistic flair to it. Um, this is the second floor. So you come up, it's like a hallway. It's a little bit wider. These walls are not, they don't actually go all of the way. These pillars do. Um, and it was like, I'd never tried that before. So I ended up doing like 3/4 walls for this upper floor. Reading nook area, and then the balcony that kind of like overlooks the entryway a little bit, the stairs. Um, there's two kids in here apparently. Uh, these don't normally go in there, but it's fine. Yeah, so one bedroom, which is, yeah, like I said, sort of like a theme room, like similar color schemes, like grays, sort of like the aqua, muted aqua blue. And then a shared bathroom, which this was my first time actually making a shared bathroom between two rooms. And I wasn't like entirely upset with how it went. The only problem with having these 3/4 walls is the fact that you can't actually make them disappear when you zoom in. So I'm gonna have to like painstakingly slow go around so you can get a good look. Second bedroom. Again, sort of like that aquamarine sort of blue, except a little more bright with gold accents in this one. And this room actually looks over that front room sitting area as well. So I do like big open spaces in The Sims because, I mean, hey, I don't have to pay for it, so why the heck not, right? Might as well make it as bougie as possible. So yeah, so that's the house. And then you move back here to the barn. The barn was a lot of fun. I had so much fun designing this barn. Uh, it, uh, yeah, it really made me happy. So yeah, so you go in. This is like the tack room area. I had to improvise because The Sims, again, doesn't have any horse stuff. So I ended up opting for like the pets stuff. So like the leashes and stuff that I was like, that looks kind of like a halter. It could be halter-ish. And then some boots, a bunch of ribbons. Like it was like it's a competitive barn, I guess. Chalkboard with some writing on it. These would be like saddle stands. Again, Sims doesn't really have a lot of horse or any horse stuff, so I improvised. Um, some debug objects that, you know, kind of looks like any barn would, really. And then this one has a full bath in it because, when you're mucking stalls or when you're out in the barn all day and you get a little dirty, you might want to shower before you go inside your like bajillion-dollar massive gorgeous house. Um, yeah. Then you move out to the actual stable area. Again, like does not have good horse options, so here we are. Um, buckets with food, which are actually bushes. uh, a water jug thing. Again, it was really hard. I haven't even looked to see if there's anything updated that I could potentially use um, as a water source for the horses. Each one has like their own little nameplate above, and then like some of them have like horse ribbons. Um, and yeah, obviously this one's the favorite because he's got two ribbons and the fancier nameplate. And then that goes out to the just like different corrals. So, and they each have their own water source, very important. And then the actual, the real barn for either a alpaca or llama or a cow if you so desire. And then go over, and just between the arena and the stable is like the kind of wash area. So you hose your horse down after you've been jumping or dressage or anything else like that. Um, the inside, I made a bunch of jumps. This took a while to try and like figure out heights and sizes and everything. And even just like going through and making the texture um, as if like it's literally been disturbed by, horses going and doing circuits or figure eights or whatever. So yeah, so I put in a bunch of different jumps. They are all basically just either real fences or they are like this one I think is a sign. and I just added some stuff to it to make it look like it's a jump. Hopefully it translates. I mean, I also put in some barrels there too, so it could be like um, a multi-use arena. So you could do barrels, or you could do jumping, or dressage, or what have you. There's also like the characters on the wall, just like a you would for like a any sort of like dressage stable, as well as the mirror so that you can see your horse in action as you're riding. Um, big, huge space and lots of lights, very bright. So, yeah, that one was probably one of my favorites. That was my favorite for a really long time until I started making more favorites. But yeah, that was Executive Acres Stable. Um, let's see.